a historic proclamation. Today, President Biden became the first president to recognize the deaths of Armenians at the hands of the Ottoman Empire as genocide. It's something that he promised to do during the campaign last year, and it's something that took more than 100 years to happen.
The president released a statement that reads in part, quote, "Over the decades, Armenian immigrants have enriched the United States in countless ways, but they have never forgotten the tragic history that brought so many of their ancestors to our shores. We honor their story. We see that pain. We affirm the history." And it continues. The American people honor all those Armenians who perished in the genocide that began 106 years ago today.
In Los Angeles, which is home to the country's largest Armenian population, hundreds of people gathered in Beverly Hills and in Hollywood to remember those lives lost and also to celebrate the president's announcement. People here in the Bay Area gathered as well. NBC Bay Area's Christie Smith was there, and she reports for us from San Francisco.
This is really a historic and an important day for all of us.
Members of the Armenian community gathered at the Mount Davidson cross in San Francisco as they do every year. But this time around, things were a little different.
We have this profound sense of relief and of pride in our government and in our president today to change the course of U.S. foreign policy on the side of restoring our position as a beacon and a champion of human rights.
The significance is that for the first time in a very long time, arguably the first time that's really been stated unequivocally by an American president, we have recognition of the Armenian genocide.
President Biden breaking with the many presidents before him and recognizing the massacre of 1.5 million Armenians by the Ottoman Empire as genocide. The killings happened during World War I. Now 106 years later, a historic move here in the U.S. Biden's decision to recognize the Armenian genocide puts political ties with Turkey in jeopardy. Turkey today rejected President Biden's statement. However, in San Francisco, a feeling of hope remains.
It is my solemn honor to stand with you here today to honor and remember the lives lost over 100 years ago.
This is a memorial site now dedicated to the martyrs of the Armenian genocide. We will continue to come together, but this year there is, along with the feelings of sadness that we have and the justifiable anger, it's also coupled with a sense of optimism about what the future holds.
Christie Smith, NBC Bay Area News.
Governor Newsom also released a statement declaring today an official day of remembrance of the Armenian genocide. It reads in part, quote, "As we remember victims and survivors of the Armenian genocide, we honor the strength and the resilience of the Armenian people. Let us recommit ourselves to making certain that we never forget the Armenian genocide and always speak out against hatred and atrocities."